Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Valaverse Action Force Weapons Pack Golf. And there's no golf clubs to be seen. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And here on the top, you can see it's got a handle, a lock spot, and two locker type clips, I guess. Closures. On the front here, we've got Action Force, the Action Force logo. Weapons Pack Golf 14 and up, Valaverse. On the bottom, Action Force, don't give it to babies, Valaverse. Product and colors may vary. Small, fine, legalese print, a barcode that says Weapons Pack Golf, and Made in China print. Action Force created by Bobby Vala. On this side, we've got Action Force. And on this side, we've got the Action Force logo. And on the back, we've got the contents of the box. And you can see that all right there. But we'll get to that all in just a minute. Scan for additional Action Force products. And there's a QR code if you want to scan that. Please feel free to do so. Valaverse. Follow Valaverse on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Valaverse.com. Also is a good place to look. There you have it, my friends. A look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the accessories, my friends. And first up, we have this big blast effect. It goes with the Gatling gun, and we'll get to how that works in a minute, but it does have a post on it and ports in the barrels. Then here's the ammo canister and the bullets for it. You can see it's got some nice molded details on it. It's got this rectangular post on it that plugs into the gun, and then it's got this little round port right there. The bullets here have a post on them, and they hook right in there, and they've got some nice gold colored brass, or maybe that's brass, I don't know, but it looks really good, and we'll get to how that works with the gun momentarily. So here we have, let me get the handy dandy tweezers out. You know, the regular size blast effect. So here's like the medium one with the peg. Nice molded details, molded in a little bit of color added, translucent plastic. Here's the short pegged one. And here is the, if I can hold on to it, the medium ported blast effect. There you can see the port right there, and that's for guns that don't have a port in the barrel. So here is, if you have a backpack that you can hook this to, this is the ammo belt for the Gatling gun, and you know, it just feeds the gun. There's no, the bullets are all internal, there's nothing sticking in. It's like a, you know, not like a strap like these. So here's a really cool effect piece, and it's for the Gatling gun again, and it's the spent shells being ejected out, and you know, it's got that gold or brass paint on it, and it's a little flexible but not a whole lot. So really cool piece, I think. And then we have a couple of these smoke effects, which you know they're in the translucent plastic. And they have posts on them, so they only work with the barrels that have ports in them. And there are, if I can get the other one out, there are 2 of them. Using the handy dandy tweezers, don't want to get them. And there you can see the post on it a little better. So really, really nice. I like those smoke effect pieces. So here's one of the, I like to call it the spent weapon with the slide back, but you could also, you know, do them where somebody's pulling the slide back to put one in the chamber. It does have a port in the end of it for whatever reason. I guess you could use it with the smoke effects, but this looks like maybe a 44 Desert Eagle. But I could be wrong. I don't keep up with that stuff a lot anymore. Here's a little stubby-nosed revolver. We've seen this piece before in weapons packs, but not in this color. So it has got nice molded details, or it does have nice molded details in it and a nice paint app. Here's a rifle, and we've seen this in the line before too. It does have nice molded details, does have a nice paint app. The clip is not removable on this model. And then here's a piece. I don't know if we've seen this one before. Maybe. Yeah, it's that little with the handle on the front that it must kick like a mule. So a nice paint app, nice molded details, rail, sight, handle, port in the barrel. Here is one of the Swarm guns, and it's cool looking. It has a modern, realistic take with a little bit of futurism thrown in. At least I feel like that's what it is. This could be an actual production model of a gun, and I wouldn't know it because I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff anymore. When I was younger, I did. Not anymore. And then here we have an automatic shotgun. It's got a nice silver paint app on it. It's got some nice paint apps over here for the extra shells, and it's just really cool looking. Now that finally brings us to the main piece of this pack, and it is this Gatling gun. Now you would think maybe this handle would be turnable, but it is not. However, the barrels do rotate, so that's cool. And then we've got ports on it. For this port is for the ammo canister, and then this is where the ammo from that feeds into, or the belt feeds into that. And you can see this is at just a bit of an angle, and that's to help the guys, you know, tote it properly, since they didn't give it any twist in there. That's all the twist is here. So let's see how that works. So first of all, let's take a look at the ammo belt. And again, it just plugs right into this piece here. And that's how that would look, and this piece would go around to a backpack full of ammo. And then here's how this one works. We can go ahead and, I guess, take those off, plug the canister in, and then plug the bullets back in. So that's how that would work. So that looks really cool. And then of course, while it's firing, you have to use this effect piece right here. And it's got a flat piece on here that I guess it would fling them up like that, but maybe not. There, that actually works a little better. So that's how that looks. And then of course we do have the blast effect, which is pretty tight, so it won't fall out like maybe some of the others. So there's how that looks. So that's really, really cool. I like this piece. And there you have it, my friends. That is a look at this weapons pack. For final ramblings on the Valaverse Action Force Weapons Pack Golf, I have to say, I would like to play golf with some of these things. That would be great until, you know, your ball just got obliterated. But I think this is a really cool pack. The Gatling gun, the spent casings that you can put on there to come out of the Gatling gun, the feeder for the Gatling gun, although there's no backpack to connect it to, which there may be now, but it didn't come in this pack. The big blast effect to go with the Gatling gun. I mean, that's the whole point of getting this pack, is that Gatling gun. But you've got smoke effects, you've got some spent pistols, you've got a revolver, you've got shotguns, you have small arms, you have a rifle, so a couple of rifles. So, you know, I mean, this is a good rounded set. You've got heavy firepower, some lighter firepower, some light firepower, and a shotgun. So, you know, and I think probably the neatest part of this pack is that they gave us the spent casings that will eject out of the, or it look like they're ejecting out of the Gatling gun. I think that's a really cool effect. And I think of that more as an effect piece than an accessory piece. So, but I just think that was a really cool idea. And whoever at Valaverse thought that up, you know, kudos to you guys, because that's a fantastic piece. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.